Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First, we would like to thank you for joining us today. My name is B.
My name's Tim.
Bridge.
And we are
Heart of Kings.
That's right. And what we're bringing to you today is the very first edition of A Seat at the Table with
SeditiousINK.
That's right. So let's jump straight into this thing. So really quick, what we would want to do today is just introduce to you guys what A Seat at the Table is and what it will be moving forward. So this is the table. These are the seats. We are
Heart of Kings.
That's right. And what we're going to be doing is just showcasing and shining a light on artists, rappers, poets, singers, content creators,
photographers, videographers, dancers,
social media personalities, expressionists,
writers, bloggers.
Anybody with a message and a voice that would like to give their audience a little insight into who they are, as well as give us the same insight.
This is the platform for you to come to.
Yeah, we're looking to grow, build together,
network,
anything under the sun.
And most importantly, inspire one another.
100%. So what we're going to do is get this one kicked off on the right foot, starting with my brother Bridge here.
Yes.
We'll be back in a second. Let's get this one started.
Thank you.
Brother Bridge,
Yo,
what's going on, man?
Good to see you, man.
Likewise, bro.
Good to see you. B, what's up, bro?
What's good,
How
bro?
you?
What's good?
Yeah. It's a pleasure having you here, first and foremost. So let's just jump straight into this, man.
Okay.
So tell us and your audience, who is Bridge?
Right.
And, where did the name come from?
Okay. So my name is Bridge, and I'm a connection to all possibilities. And Bridge is a symbol, of that. And the name came from just me knowing myself and knowing that, I put people together. I bring people together. I bring ideas and people together. And Bridge wear many hats. So, I'm a creative writer. I am a blogger. I am a rapper. I am a poet. And, a creative expressionist.
Ooh.
So, that's my many hats. But the good thing about Bridge is I created a blog called SeditiousINK. And, we'll talk about that.
So how about you tell us what is the foundation of SeditiousINK?
Definitely. So SeditiousINK, I created it in 2016, August 2016, exactly. And the foundation of SeditiousINK is based off of 3 pillars. And those 3 pillars are creativity, raw truth, and originality. And that's why, I created SeditiousINK. Under those.
It's cool. And I'm glad you have those 3 foundations and 5 pillars as you describe them. So when you actually created the blog in August, what are some things that you actually hope to accomplish when you first created the blog?
So some things I hope to accomplish when I created the blog was just, put it out there. Just be able to express myself through writing and through that art form, because writing is a great way for me to put my ideas down. So, I'm an unorthodox thinker, I'm a little eccentric and I think outside the box. And I'm sure there's people out there that do the same thing. So that's what, I hope to accomplish, is just to be like, okay, let me take this courageous step and write this and put it out there, to attract, certain people that will, vibrate on that frequency. So, and SeditiousINK, it was made because I wanted to show people that it's another way of looking at hip hop culture and also how you say it, creative and having creative conversations. So I want them to look at hip hop culture in a different way and also sparking creative conversations as well. So, yeah.
So can you walk us through the creative process of creating your blog?
Okay. Man, so that process is actually interesting because ideas hit me like a storm, to be honest. So when things hit me, I'll be like, dang, I gotta put this out there. So I just feel super passionate, as soon as possible. And I just feel super passionate that I have to put these out there. So ideas just hit me like a storm and I'm like, okay, how can I express this in the best way so I can get it out to my audience? So, for example, I was writing a poem that was called Stranger to My Father's Face.
Okay.
And this poem was, just motivated by me thinking about, my no relationship with my father. So, me writing that poem, and then I was speaking with a friend of mine, around my area, and he was telling me about how Nas was like the first artist to include his father in a music video, in a music song. It was called Bridging the Gap. And
Dara.
yeah,
right.
So he used that. It's funny. He used that, and that was something that I thought was intriguing. And I was like, dang, look how the universe works. I was just writing this, and then somebody put me on to this video. Even though when I was young, I seen the video and I was like, man, that's cool. So I just wrote about that in my blog. So topics like that I use and I just create and I put it out there just for my audience to view.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talking about your audience and some things you want them to review and take away from your blog, what are exactly that? What are some things you want your readers to take away from like your blog and the posts and the poems and everything that comes with it?
Right. So what I want them to take away, and this is a slogan that I want to put out there for my audience, is just that I'm a clue for you to be a better you. So what I want to do is I want them to take away something of a connection. They could see like what I write and just be like, you know what, I could do something like that in my own way, and it could make this conversation bigger, or it can expand it in a certain way. So I just want them to just have that emotional and intellectual connection that they could be able to be like, you know what, since he's letting his light shine, I could let my light shine in my own way, in my own unique way. Like he's not trying to say be like me. He's just saying, look how I am. I'm being myself. You could be yourself too.
And it's like a chain reaction.
Right, and it's a chain reaction, and it's all acceptable. So that's kind of like what I want my audience to take away. It's kind of like those lessons and just knowing themselves and being themselves. Period. Just simple things like that could change people's minds. You'll be surprised how a simple lesson like that could change people's minds. So
that's amazing, man. A real truth setter and a trend setter. Alright, so now we know the process behind it, what you want your readers to take away from it.
Right.
But what is your current space with Seditious Ink right now? And then I guess when we were talking about it earlier, what's the direction that you actually want to take it, the blog itself? Actually.
Okay. So currently, my space with Seditious Ink is just a sense of urgency. Just put out, fresh new content that my audience gravitate towards, and they could be able to read it and just respond based off of it. So I put out a post called 48 Laws of Social Media Power. You guys can check it out. I promote it, and that was so great because people were reading it and like, wow, that's so great. That reminds me of 48 Laws of Power. Or, man, I never thought about it this way. Or I never thought about social media being this way. How could somebody make laws on social media and it's so free flowing? Exactly. So like people just saying those things, and I was like, man, this is good. I'm having people talk and think about it in a certain way. So that's kind of like the space I'm in. It's just a sense of urgency, so I could put it out there, so I could get that, response time from my audience too, And like I said, Seditious Ink is not for everyone. It's not for mass consumption. It's just for the people that are unorthodox, eccentric thinkers that think outside the box when it comes to hip hop culture and creative conversations, just in general, and also just feedback on society and life, So. But for the years to come, I would love Seditious Ink to, have that established community of people that, that could help me also while helping themselves, get a message across. Just for us, so we can make a mark in our community that can't be erased. So that's something that I see in the future, me developing a community of people that, think outside the box, that want to share and express themselves. That's pretty much it.
Wow. So you're definitely a trendsetter, man. You're leading the way, and people are definitely, giving good different responses to what you're putting out.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's dope that you want to be like a conversation starter, because there are so many different conversations that need to be had, or a lot of things that people aren't speaking on, that you've actually took the reins of saying, you know what, I'm going to be the one that leads us into this new direction. That's pretty dope, bro, man.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
And as you said too, pretty much Seditious Ink, you're starting something different. It's so easy for everyone to follow the masses and follow what everyone else is doing.
Who's putting out this and who's putting out that, who's not saying this, who's not saying that. You're kind of beating to the drum of your own beat, if that makes any sense. So
Thank you guys.
So we definitely appreciate.
I appreciate y'all, man. This is always good energy.
Always,
man.
every time.
Real, definitely.
man, we glad you
Yeah.
came out for that. For the first
Yeah.
one, Seat at the Table with Seditious Ink.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about Bridge, his blog,
Yes.
who he is, and what to expect in the future. We're just gonna keep this ball rolling. Heart of Kings till I die.
All right, so
Definitely.
stay tuned. Definitely follow Brother Bridge,
Thank you.
Brother B.
At Seditious Ink.
Long
That's
live
for
underscore.
for anything, for Twitter, for Instagram, at Seditious Ink. And then the blog is seditiousink.blog. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
Yo, thank you guys, man. I
No
appreciate
problem.
y'all.
Anytime,
Man,
man.
iron sharpens
That's what we
iron.
do.
That was a great interview, man.
Yeah,
For real. Both of you guys, y'all did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You too, my brother.
And I'm so happy to be the first interviewee for the Seat at the Table featuring Seditious Ink.
Yes.
No better
So
option.
powerful. Thank you. First. So now I want to debut my poem, which I wrote from the bottom of my heart, that's near and dear to me. And I would like for you guys to have an open ears and open heart to receive the message that's encoded in the poem. Thank you guys for tuning in. Heart of Kings. Peace.
Safe hypocrite. I'm conflicted with pain, but I compliment you with wise words of pleasure. Lustful with my mind's eye, but my two eyes is fixed on you. Duality binds me, because what's good and just for you is worse and unjust for me. Thank God, like and unlike is the same on this earth plane, but safe hypocrites, get away. Behaviors persuade the judges, words move the public. We all sowing seeds, some righteous, some sinister. Safe hypocrite. Most of them seeds grow to convenient trees that bear fruits of power by any means. Conflicted with picking sides, that love and hate line is getting thinner. At the end of the day, I'd rather mislead you righteously than to be vocal with my intentions publicly. Scared of being true, but I project society's truths. Safe hypocrite. While hiding lies and secretly idolizing the dark side, I'm in pain. It's simple and plain. Just feeling hurt cause I love fast but lust faster. Safe hypocrite. My shadow side gets the best of me, but I cover it up with pride. I'm a safe hypocrite. That's the only thing keeping me alive.